Am I the asshole for refusing to drive a longer route to drop a girl off because she didn't want to be alone in the car with me? I feel like it's relevant to mention I'm a male. This situation involves me and three other people. Let's call them Joe, Sandra, and Amy. I'm good friends with Joe. We've been friends since we were kids. I know Sandra through Joe, and the three of us hang out regularly. Last week, Sandra invited her friend Amy to hang out with us. Amy and Sandra are good friends and she's met Joe before. It was my first time meeting her. We just saw a movie and then went bowling. When everything was done, Sandra asked me if I was okay to drive Amy home. I said, yeah, no problem. I'm the only one who drives, so I usually drop everyone off after we see each other. I live in the middle of nowhere, like an hour north of all of them. They all live pretty close together. From where we were and where everyone's house is, it made sense to drop off Joe first, then Sandra, and then Amy, then continue on home. We didn't discuss the logistics in advance, so I dropped Joe off first, then was heading to Sandra's. I could tell Amy and Sandra were texting each other, and they were kind of whispering. I had a feeling they were talking about me, but I didn't know for sure until Sandra just pointed out I made a wrong turn, and Amy's house was the other way. I explained it made more sense to drop Sandra off first, then Amy. It was only at this point Amy mentioned she didn't want to be alone in the car with me. Her only reason was because I'm a man, and she alluded that being alone in a car with a man she doesn't really know is unsafe. So what she was asking me was to drop her off next, then drive 10 minutes back, in the opposite direction of my house, to drop Sandra off. Then another 10 minutes, back the exact same way I just came from, passing Amy's house again, in order to get home. My drive home is already an hour from town, so I said no. I didn't want to add an extra 20 minutes to my already 60-minute drive. They were both really pressuring me and trying to guilt me into just doing it, but I kept saying no. It was such an awkward car ride because they just didn't give up. Amy just got out of the car at Sandra's house. She kind of slammed the door all aggressively, which pissed me off a little. I just drove straight home afterwards. Joe called me the next day and heard what happened. He felt like I should have just done it, but I feel like their ask was unreasonable. I'm not going to go way out of my way to do a favor for someone who just thinks I'm some messed up abuser or something. Anyways, just looking for opinions on whether or not I'm the asshole here.